Hey there, Sovereigns. Monica Grace from cardreadingqueen.com here. Today's topic is twin soul burnout. How to know you need a break from healing your union. So I wanted to, I'm just going to share some of my own experiences with healing on this journey. So, and the reason is because I have taken time not away from the healing, but I've kind of slowed down the healing, and I'm about to kind of speed up on the healing again. But I've definitely taken breaks from healing, and I think that it's a good thing. And a lot of people talk about, divine timing versus divine order. And what I would say is that it's okay to take your time with the journey, basically. And it's okay that as you complete a huge healing or healing, huge shift in energy, a new cycle, as you complete that, it's fine to take some time to just enjoy those blessings, and to relax, to sink in, to integrate, all of that good stuff. So I talk about my husband on this channel quite a bit, and how I don't feel we're in full union. And the reason, well, I'll get into the reason in a bit. So what I do want to say is that we have healed a lot using the twin soul work. And my husband doesn't do twin soul work. Like, he is aware of twin souls, twin flames. He's like very aware of that term. Obviously, I'm posting videos about it and a podcast and blog posts and everything about it on the internet. So of course he can listen to or watch or whatever, read anything that I write at any time or anything that I create. And so he could learn more about it, but for the most part, he knows about it. I talk to him about it. And he, I can't say that he resonates with the work in the same way I do. So like, I would call it twin soul work. He would call it like self-improvement or shift in mindset or, something else. So he is doing a lot of his own healing work, but he does it in a very different way than I am, because I'm really using the twin soul framework to do this healing work. So this work has really helped us heal so much. It's helped us create a significantly stronger marriage. It's helped us stay together when, there were things that could have really torn us apart. And we've healed a lot of stuff. So some of the things we've healed some toxic patterns around anger that we both had, that we had been working through separately with karmic twins for many years. And it's, my husband had a karmic twin. She still like talks to him, right? Sometimes even, it's like an ex that he had. So yeah, it's, he was healing through that. I healed through my ex-husband, who I consider my karmic twin. And then we still had some lingering patterns that we attracted. And so we have healed through that. So we, in our marriage, it's not that we don't get angry, it's that we don't express anger in a toxic way at all. Like we're just not, like, we don't have like fights, like these blowout fights or anything. We don't call each other names, like lots of things that I would say were part of a previous relationship with my ex-husband that I had. So we've cleared through that. The second thing we've cleared through is stuff around my business or businesses. Because I am an entrepreneur, because I'm a creative and I'm constantly creating content, mostly through writing actually. But yeah, like I'm constantly creating content. That's how I make money. My businesses are important to me. They're an expression of myself. And I believe that it's what I'm meant to do because it's helping other people. But he wasn't like the biggest fan of my businesses at first. It's not even the right word. It's like he's always supported my businesses, and he's always supported me, but he also, has his own way of doing things that kind of clashes with mine. And I think he's come to really appreciate my style of doing things. But at first, and this is kind of his personality, he just thought like the way he did things was like the obvious way and the right way. And so he was struggling to really accept my way of doing things. He's gotten really good at that though. So like he's just become much more supportive. And again, I think he was always supportive. It was very hard for me to see like how supportive he actually was, because I was just taking every little thing very personally. So we've really healed that. And again, that was a pattern, and I had to heal it on my end, which, it's always kind of a bummer when you have to turn the mirror on yourself. And then we also manifested our child into the world. It was actually a ton of work. And we both worked on different parts, and that I have another video about that, called The 5 Things I Had to Do to Manifest My Child into the World. And then, I had proof of my child, but I didn't believe it until this. That's like the rough titles of those videos. So definitely check that out if you want to know more about how we did that. So there are still some things though that we haven't healed. And so what happened was in 2018, we healed kind of all of these things at once. So like very beginning of 2019, I got pregnant. Because we had done like just all this healing in 2018. And at that point I wanted to just chill out. I wasn't in a place of like, oh, I want to like really stir the pot on some of these other issues that we still have. And I wanted to just relax, kind of integrate our new normal for our relationship. Because I honestly didn't think we'd even be able to heal our toxic patterns, and I was not able to heal them with my ex-husband, and we had to split because of it. And so I didn't think that it was possible to heal it because I had never seen it happen. So I was really happy with like where we had gotten to at the end of 2018. I was really happy that we manifested our child at the beginning of 2019, and then we kind of obviously it's a 9-month process till you get the child. So, and then after that I was really integrating becoming a new mom. He was integrating becoming a new dad, and so we had a lot going on. And it was really fun. Like it was so good to just accept our blessings and really enjoy our lives, enjoy, what we had achieved already. And so even though we did that, there were and are still things that we want to work on, or that I want to work on. And really, it doesn't like if you want to do it, so does your twin soul, even if that's not apparent on the surface. So some of those things for us, I'll speak from my perspective. So for me, I definitely want to heal my relationship with my body, with food, with my weight, with movement, kind of everything involved in, weight management, and even just looking my best. So at the beginning of the year, I started a pretty intense skincare routine, which has been really good. I've really enjoyed doing it. So there are just little things like that. which is, it's actually a pretty big thing that, at the beginning of this year, I started working on. And I'm about to do a 3-day like calorie cut, in order to kind of kickstart some weight loss. But I'm doing it. So what I needed to do with that is I needed to, and I've been working on this for about 6 months. I said, I'm not going to take any action to like lose weight. I'm not going to do anything or make any changes. I'm just going to heal this from an emotional level and heal it at the soul level, do my inner work around this. And it's been working. Like I've been kind of slowly moving through that and like healing my relationship with my body, because I wanted to, like, I want to release weight, but I want to do it from a place of love. And in the past, I've done it from a place of abuse. So like starving myself was like something I did. Or like the one time I was down to like, I wasn't even that skinny, but for me, it was pretty skinny at like 130 pounds. I was training for a marathon. So kind of still pretty abusive. To like just run for like hours and hours a day in order to lose weight and keep weight off. And yeah, that's something that we're working on. Really the next thing that we're working on. And then there's a couple other things. So, I want us to be able to talk about like inner work more, talk about spirituality more. So I want us to improve there. And then the third is that I want us to be able to partner on business together. So even though we become much more supportive of each other in business, I would love for us to be able to work together someday. So those are just the things that we haven't healed. And I'm sure there's more, but these are the things that I knew back in 2018, and I have kind of like shelved them. And so the reason I shelved them is because we had already healed so much and I wanted to take a break. So basically, it's like, I think it's pretty normal on the twin soul journey to experience this. What happened was we had done the big healing in 2018. 2019, we were really just at peace with where we were at. And we weren't interested in, rocking the boat. Like I wasn't anyway. I wasn't interested in like doing like a ton of healing work, because in order to do this healing work, you're gonna have to create conflict in many ways. Like you have to communicate things that are really challenging to communicate. And I just wasn't in a place of like really wanting to examine myself. And the twin soul journey is really stepping deeper and deeper into who you really are in order to upgrade your life and upgrade your relationship. So I wasn't really ready to do that. And now, and especially like I've felt this especially this month, but I've also been kind of working on it all year, but from an emotional level. So I'm recording this in June of 2020, end of May 2020. But basically I am feeling that coming up again, where my husband and I are going to go through another big growth spurt is kind of what it is, like the relationship is. And it's, it's a little scary. It's always going to be scary when this happens, because you have to just release fear and trust your higher power. For me, that's God. So trust God that you're going to be more honest about who you are and what you want, and that your twin soul is going to make the same core choice. So that's kind of where we're at. And as far as burnout goes, it's very normal on the twin soul journey. And I think after you've completed a big healing, it's pretty normal to take off some time and just to be at peace with what you have, to reap the blessings of it, and still do your healing work as it comes up, but not push forward on anything. So my suspicion, I guess, is that we have just come out of like a burnout phase, or, you can also consider it like an integration phase. So we've really come out of that. And the next thing I'm being really called to heal is the stuff around my body. And I think that, as much as I want these other two on the list, so like as much as I want to work on those things, I don't know if they're going to come up in this cycle that we're entering. So I just don't know. But anyway, I'm going to keep working on stuff until I have the perfect relationship, basically, until I feel like completely satisfied with my relationship. I'm going to keep working at it. And it's okay to take your time with it. So don't feel like you need to do it all at once. It's perfectly okay to take time off. And that's how you know. So that's all for this content. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you have a beautiful and blessed day.